Drugs are bad, but not always. What's the deal with drugs? When I say the word drug, what do you think of? For some, the first word that comes to mind may be illegal. For others, the next word could be addiction. But for some, the word could be relief or liberation. It is due to these differing points of view that drug policy does not always reflect the greater good. One of the common fallacies brought up by those who wish to reform drug policy is the idea that legal means safe and illegal means dangerous. For example, studies of tobacco and alcohol have shown an inherent risk with their consumption. However, tobacco and alcohol remain perfectly legal, whereas substances such as marijuana remain illegal. So, what are some of the goals of the drug reformation movement? One of the objectives is to revive research on substances previously investigated for their medicinal benefits. Prior to the passage of the Controlled Substances Act of 1970, research on the potential medical benefits of psychedelic drugs was not prohibited. After the passage of the CSA, research was almost entirely stonewalled. Currently, such substances as LSD, psilocybin, MDMA, and marijuana are classified as Schedule 1, meaning they are deemed to have no currently accepted medicinal value. The crux of the issue lies right here. These substances are deemed to have no medicinal value, but conducting research on these substances is essentially off limits. While there has been some research involving psychedelic substances, this has contributed little to the understanding of these substances. One of the studies involved terminally ill cancer patients who were suffering from depression. The study concluded that therapy sessions where the subject was given a dose of psilocybin and guided by a professional therapist proved effective at aiding the patient in finding a more positive perspective on their situation. The CSA does not account for all people who are affected by its guidelines. When it was implemented in an effort to curb drug abuse, and it gave no consideration to the consequences this would have on other applications of these substances. What I believe should happen is a relaxation of regulation. These substances could still remain classified as Schedule 1 for the period that they are being researched, but there would be an active effort to catalog their medicinal value for humans during that time. Another facet of the drug policy reformation movement is to re-examine some of the legislation that arose from the war on drugs era. Policies such as mandatory minimums and 3 strikes laws disproportionately impact minorities. These laws are predicated on punishment rather than tolerance and assistance. Examples from other countries have shown that a more lenient drug policy, and one that expends its resources on helping its citizens rather than punishing them, results in lower crime rates. All in all, the current state of drug policy within the United States has much room for improvement. The best course of action would be to allow research for medical applications and to reform the judicial actions taken as a result of drug policy violation. Thank you.